ng stats. Alam mo bakit? Kasi heavy Aatrox itong mga teams natin na magpa-participate ngayon eh. Heavy Aatrox players. Like, kasi ilang beses natin nakita, di ba? Si Spells na gumamit ng Aatrox. And very dominating and very confident siya gumamit ng Aatrox. Especially sa team fight. Like, he knows his way around Aatrox. Especially sa team fight. Like, weaving around the skill shots. No? Getting close to the main carries na kinakailangan. Pero pareho na na-anticipate natin, Aatrox. First ban dito ng side ng Chickmit. By the way guys, eto na. Nagsisimula na tayo guys. The first game natin, first series. Blue side dito, Chickmit, ACF the boys sa red side.
We already see the Aatrox being banned. As we just mentioned earlier, Aatrox, the way, the effectivity of one Aatrox, but we won't see it for game number 1. And for next, we also have here the Poppy being banned as well. So, for Bard, I've seen many good plays in RG. The ultimate, yung parang stasis lahat eh. So maganda siya for engage, also good for escaping. So many plays can be made from a Bard ult.
Yeah, exactly. And we've seen a lot of those plays dito sa ating tournament as well, no? Yung mga 3-man stun, Tempered Fate, as well as a 5-man. And actually, isa sa parang pinakamagandang ginagawa kasi ng Bard is, pwede mo siya gamitin as engage. Pwede mo na gamitin pan-disrupt.
Yeah.
No? So basically, sobrang flexible. Depende na lang sa creativity nung gumagamit. No? And yeah, so ito na nga. Pipili na nga dito ang Chickmit.
Oh, I was about to mention this. Kasi napansin ko, nag-shift onte yung bannings ng mga players natin towards more just meta champions. But Zillion has been left out. Ang tatanong ko sana kanina, pipiliin ba ito ng Chickmit or hahayaan lang nila, bibigyan nila, agawin ba nila yung Akali ni Onops, ganyan, or pupili na lang ba sila ng more traditional champion just like Jax? Bukong hindi. Nagkabaliktad sila ngayon. It's Chickmit that gets the Zillion, and then AC Faithful Boys, they get the Jax first, possibly for spells, because when he uses a very, very effective champion in the Baron lane, he can take over the lane and influence fights as well. And yung maganda dito sa Jax, maganda to sa lane, sobrang solid din sa team fight.
And additional, we do have Ezreal being picked up here by AC Faithful Boys. Ezreal, of course, one of the, hindi naman siya top picks, but very versatile.
Yeah.
Of course, with the poke damage in laning phase, the ultimate could have AoE damage. So, I think it's a pretty good pickup here for ADC for the side of ACF.
Yeah. Kaso, sa akin lang since meron tayong Zillion, alam naman natin yung skill niya, yung meron nagpapabagal ng mga projectiles. Heavy projectile si Ezreal. So, I think if matimingan ng tama ni Rox, itong Ezreal, especially kapag makuha niya yung tamang angle, medyo mapapababa niya ng significantly yung damage output ng Ezreal pagdating sa team fight. Pero we'll see. Tingnan natin kung paano nila execute yan. And yeah, right now, ito na. Last pick sa first pick phase dito ng side ng kasi second pick pa eh. May B3 pa dito ang side ng
Rise being picked up here.
Yeah. So we have this Lee Sin as well as etong si Rise. They have the champions to close out those skills as well as dish out the burst damage. So, pan-secure, basically. Actually, kompleto na. Parang kompleto na siya. Kulang na lang nila is hard CC and follow-up CC to like start the fights.
Yeah.
Pero sumagot ka agad dito, HP.
We have a Jarvan picking up here by ACF. Jarvan, as we know, really well picked when it comes to the jungle lane. And of course, getting that Cataclysm in the right position of the flash. Huli.
Yung naninibago lang ako dito, we see Pits using a champion that's not kill oriented. Yeah, Jarvan is more of an initiator and a tank as well, which is uncharacteristic of how we normally see Pits like play, right? So maybe he is adapting now to what's needed by the team for them to shine much better. The Galio can provide them at least a better initiating tool to help spells as well later on engage on Checkmate. What they need though is a good follow-up. Galio has been removed.
Yeah, tanagal na.
Maybe Ornn is going to be taken out later on as well. Those champions that can really amplify the engage of AC Faithful Boys.
We're waiting for the next ban, but yeah, Galio has huge potential in any kind of comp. Kasi that can nest the taunt, of course, the backup for the ultimate. Pero I want to talk about the Rise real quick. Since we are here at the compy scene, Rise is with those ganks that they could do in all of the lanes. Kasi what's good about this, they're all synced. Like they have communications that they would know when to go group up on Rise and do a gank.
Yeah.
It's gonna be much more spicy, having the potential that you can know that you can do on this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Sumagot na nga ng Karma dito ang side ng
I think I go for
ACF.
Zaya here. Or Severe. I think Severe is gonna be a good pick here. Have better like movement speed with your ult.
Lucian, I think. Dito kay Tactical.
Maybe.
Oo.
Maybe.
There's a lot
They
of
want to be
pushes
extra
lately.
aggressive,
Yeah.
right? Have a better matchup against Ezreal, so you don't get bullied.
And you have a Zillion with you on lane. But we do have a Corki being picked up here by the side for their Chickmit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Corki and Zillion, they do have the pokes. Of course, Zill has his own pokes as well. So I think it's going to be a battle of pokes in the Dragon lane. Because
Yeah.
Ezreal is a poke machine. So we'll see what happens here.
I think Renekton, maybe Garen is the way to go here for Chickmit. They still don't have a front line. So that's one of the things I'm worrying about. Yeah, Garen is
there
going
it
to be the best one here. So at least it's more tanky than a Renekton. Even if it loses against the Jax, it's still going to be very helpful. AC Faithful Boys, they can go for a late game scaling champion in the mid lane still. Even if they pick something like an Aurelion, so it's not going to be a problem for them. But I think they're just going to be reserving it for the latter games, if ever.
Yeah.
Because Rise is a champion that is really irritating in the laning phase, despite it being a late game scaling champion. Because the wave clear is immense. You have to tune her down or tune him down. And Ahri is one of those champions that can threaten the laning phase
Yeah.
and influence the other lanes as well. Because Chickmit has a Lee Sin. It will gank. It will try to bully top lane. It will try to bully bottom lane and mid lane as well. And Pitts won't be there as much as he wants to because the wave clear isn't as good as a Lee Sin.
Yeah.
So Onops has to be independent. Ahri is one of those champions that is independent. All the lanes now are stable for AC Faithful Boys.
And getting that Ahri again against our Rise. Because one thing that I've noticed in on the games, one thing that one of the weakness for Rise is getting CC'd, and we have that charm coming from Ahri, could potentially burst down that Rise. So could be a good matchup for the mid lane. Rise again having that that poke from his third and first skill, but having that Ahri could be quite spicy in the first lane phase.
But guys, this is just game number 1 of the best of 5 series. This is the semifinals of Wild Rounds Road to Smash. Whoever wins here will be battling one more time in the Grand Finals. Share the live stream.
Yep.
Comment who do you think is going to be winning here in this game. Will it be Chickmit or AC Faithful Boys? Hashtag CKT win if you think and want Chickmit to win. And hashtag ACF win if you think and want AC Faithful Boys to win. And make sure to share the live stream to give proper support to our players that are giving their all for this tournament to one day represent the Philippines in the international stage. Road to Smash. Road to the international.
Yeah. And yeah, tanong ko sa inyo, no? Sa palagay ninyo, sino yung parang mas may upper hand pagdating sa drafting pa lang, no? Dito.
I have to give it towards AC Faithful Boys. I think they have the better draft. They have great initiating tools. They have great utility. They're good in early game, but they're also really good in late game. The only entries here of Chickmit for early game is through time-lapse, and no lane is gankable, to be honest. So, the Lee Sin is just a counter pick to Pitts as himself for the champion to be removed in the champ pool of Pitts.
Yeah.
But the other two champions like Rise and Corki are just designed for late game. It's good that they have the Zillion para pag pumasok si time-lapse, he can be revived. But there's not much synergy with the composition in itself. It's so crucial for them to have the best vision that they can have because there's so many traps that AC Fatal Boys can put around them, especially that they have the Ahri, Jarvan, Jax, Karma, 4 champions with massive crowd control.
And here we go. Game number 1 is on the way. CKT and ACF.
Yes, and ito na. Game number 1 tayo ng first series natin. Checkmate on the blue side, ACF on the red side, and we're seeing the laning phases. As we can see dito sa ating minimap, no? Both of our junglers, medyo saliwa ang kanilang clear path, no? Jungle pathing nila. So, Lee Sin going towards the bottom part ng map natin. Meanwhile, J4, packet siya dito. Seems like gusto nila, I mean, like in-anticipate siguro nila na parang Lee Sin will be focusing on Jax, preventing this late game scaling champion na mag-scale comfortably dito sa ating game, no? And
Ito yung maganda kasi kapag, when you have the Grasp of the Undying, it really helps you along the way in the laning phase. Tonte has the Conqueror, so it's just gonna be trying to deal damage as much as possible towards spells, but spells, as the game progresses, will be much tankier and tankier. Normally, we see Fleet Footwork being a much better rune because it also gives you an additional bonus auto attack because of the 100% attack speed bonus after you proc that Fleet Footwork.
as well as mana
But in this laning phase, and mana as well. It might have been better, but I think Spells just wants to have more HP in his bank because he's gonna be one of the frontliners here of AC Faithful
Yeah,
Boys.
tsaka isa pang maganda din sa ginagawa ng parehong teams is Baron Laner specifically is ginagawa talaga, I mean, nagagamit nila na tama yung mga champions na pinili nila. Like, Garen, gusto niyan talaga mga short trades, di ba? To maximize yung healing and regen niya sa lane. Meanwhile, itong Jax natin, hindi talaga siya naipag-trade. Like, focus siya sa CS, the skills niya is to secure those minions. As we can see dito ngayon, no, sa gold, no, medyo pumapantay pa rin sila, even though para sobrang nangaharas sa ito si Tonte.
It's actually doing a really good job being able to keep up with the camp clearing of Timelapse. We see Timelapse though setting up something in the mid lane, so that's when Onyx needs to be very, very careful.
And I think we do have something cooking here in the mid lane. We have Timelapse and Helios, but I think Onus is quite aware of the potential gang. But Pit is nearby, so this could be gank for gank in the mid lane.
Oh, nag-aabang. Ito yung strength ng mga junglers kapag maganda yung jungle clear. Merong window dito na wala kayong nami-miss na experience in gold kasi hindi pa nag-spawn yung mga jungle camps nyo. Right
and this
now,
bot side got a bit aggressive here coming from Disaster and Kuro.
Yun,
But again, we talked about the Zillion slow-mo that could really counter the Ezreal and also a Karma projectile. So it's going to be quite of a challenge for them, but we'll see what happens later on.
Yeah, there's like 3 projectiles that can be slowed, right? By the Zillion. So it might be very useful later on in team fights, especially in objective controls, like when Dragon spawns up, Enchanted Assemble, maybe Baron, maybe Elder Dragon. But for early game, it's just helping them in the laning phase. We see a bit of a leverage in the bottom lane for AC Faithful Boys. Most of the time, we see them clearing the way faster, so they have prior in bottom lane. They can later have better response towards mid lane, towards Dragon, and maybe set up deep in the red side jungle of Chickmit. So far, none of those are happening because AC Faithful Boys are just focusing on farming. If we compare all the laners on Chickmit and AC Faithful Boys, all of them are actually have a decent amount of scaling for late game. The only non-late game champion here on the side of AC Faithful Boys actually is the Ahri, but a charm is a charm, right? If you land your charm, someone's gonna die.
Yeah.
Almost automatically too, because the charm duration is enough to burst someone, especially if it's gonna be a gank from a jungler or any kind of gank. Charm is all you need, honestly.
Pero the problem is, skill shot siya. Kailangan tumama siya. Hindi siya parang point-click na guaranteed na tatama. Like, kaya ang baba ng playmaking potential if ever na kay Ari kayo asa. Kasi once na mag-miss yung charm, wala na.
Yeah. But what's pretty good about Ari though, if you have the ultimate of Ari, you can dash in, maybe a higher chance to land that charm.
Yeah.
So it's very helpful for the kid of Ari to just utilize on that charm for those potential securing of those kills.
And right now guys, no, almost 4 minutes 30 seconds na tayo guys. Patay na gold natin. 0-0 pa rin na ating kill score. Wala pa rin ganap guys. And we can see here the synergy dito ng mga champions.
Okay, we have a little bit of action come here in top lane. Lisa over the kick. The Jax might be in trouble. But the other from Jax, it's going to be the first blood going to CKT.
Perfect timing by Timelapse. Spells was overextended there. Just Dragon's Rage into a much deeper part of that top lane, and even if Spells had the flash, he had no reason to use it anymore because it's basically dead the moment he stepped too far.
Yeah.
But here I think we have something cooking here near the Raptors. But yeah, I think trying to play it safe for first few minutes. So let's see what they gonna come up here.
Yeah, in 40 seconds guys, we'll be having the first neutral objective. And because of that kill guys, tingnan nyo, almost 1,000 gold din na kagad hinawakan dito na side ng Chickmit. And that's due to the kill, first kill bonus, as well as itong plates na nakuha dito ni Tonte. This is almost 3 plates na rin halos na na-secure niya.
Pits, nag-rush siya ng Triforce. So,
Walang
may
boots.
burst na kaagad siya. Meanwhile, si Timelapse, he went for the boots. But I think he's gonna be getting the Serpent's Fang to counter the shielding from the Karma and maybe later on the Gargoyle Stone Plate. Ay, hindi. He actually went for Yomo's Ghost Plate instead.
Pure damage siya dito.
Pure damage
Kasi
for
siya yung una nakakuha ng kill eh.
Pang burst talaga.
And right, we will have 2 seconds away from the first objective of the game. We do see several players for ACF going for the ensemble. I think everyone is trying to get the ensemble for the first objective. So this is going to be a contested first objective. We do have here Tonti ready to clearing the wards out of the
Pero
ensemble.
priority,
But they
ACF.
are nearby. ACF is nearby.
Ito na. Setup na. It's kind of odd that the Rise is not here and Spelt isn't as well.
Di sila lumaban.
They might just give this objective away. AC Beautiful Boys, let's see if they're going to be starting it.
Gusto na isipin mo isang laban.
Yeah.
Oo,
Actually,
hinahanap nila.
both of them retreated from the ensemble.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're still trying to fit out their objective. But right now, we do see ACF
Time lapse
starting the
here.
Dragon's already at low health. But
Teleport.
we see the timeless invite. We're able to kick. It gets the Dragon here. Corp is Ezreal. And that's going to be a huge thing. It was a Jarvan also going down. Pitts going down. And I think it's okay because we have ACF getting the Dragon, but the fight is still not on. Dante might be in
Ups.
trouble. Rock's getting low as well. Gets a charm in, but the tankiness from Dante is going to be enough to survive that damage.
Yeah, and it's a small win at the side of ACF, securing that Dragon. Unfortunately, a lot of kills ang na-secure din na side ng Chickmate.
Yeah.
And also the
Oh, in the
plate.
bot side again.
I mean, the tower na kinuha dito ni Helios. Not mentioning the waves na napanis dito sa harap ng Torrent. Like, dalawang waves yun. Kaya
That's
medyo
3,000
nag-bloat eh.
worth
Okay,
of gold.
Here we go. We got here both teams on the outside already in half health. We got here Tonte being charmed already. Oh, nice! CC coming from Rose with all that stun. And people going down for the side of ACF. They're still on the run. And that's going to be, I think, a win clash coming from CKT as they can comfortably getting that ensemble as well. And good play from CKT.
Within 30 seconds, we see a spike of another 3,000 gold lead by Chickmate. 6,000 in total, especially after that amazing play by Timelapse in the top side river, getting the Enchanted Ensemble, getting the initiating kick with the Dragon's Rage. We're going to be seeing it here on this replay.
Yeah. And
As you can
this
see
is
here, they're already getting low. We got the clutch smite coming from them. Also getting the other jungler down. The stun coming from the Zillion was beautiful there.
Yeah. And I mean, the synergy of this team, Chickmate, no? Like, alam mo, hindi sila nagpabaya and very aggressive as always. And yeah, that is 6,000 gold lead na inawakan nila in a near 9-minute mark. This is a 4-0 kill score. Chickmate dominating this game.
Grabe yan, no? Serpent's Fang completed already for Timelapse as
Yeah.
well. Man, AC Faithful Boys, they're very far behind. We came into this game thinking that maybe AC Faithful Boys will take control of early game, especially because of the late game scaling champions of Chickmate. Rise, Corky, Garen doesn't really deal that much damage in the early game, maybe a bit, but it's also going to be very squishy as well. So Timelapse being able to carry the fights hard was key for Chickmate to win this massive amount of lead in the early game. And AC Faithful Boys, they need to find a way to get back up.
Yeah. And yun yung strength dito na side ng Chickmate.
In this mid lane, I think we do have here a potential gank. Just filling out the waters here in mid lane, but I think they're going to be disengaging on this one.
Yeah. And yun yung disadvantage dito ng draft ng Team Chickmate eh. If ever na walang major objectives, wala silang play na ma-pull off. Pero since they have this gold lead sa kamay nila, like, wala, I mean, kailangan lang nila mag-react kapareho na ginagawa nila dito. Like, pag magpupush sa topside, deny lang ng push or objective na gusto ko nila side na AC Faithful Boys and having that gold lead, mapupush away
I
mo
think
talaga.
Tonte in trouble here, Disaster, but again, the tankiness of the game, even on an early game, no
Walking
problem
words.
for him.
I think they're going to dive.
But
They can.
In top side, we got here a good initiation again coming from CKT. Easy kill there on Onups.
Yeah, Onups had no reason to stay there, even if Pitts was in the vicinity, because Spells is pushing bot lane. They just saw Tonte, and they lost their wave already. They saw Timelapse going in topside as well. So Onups basically was like walking on thin ice in top lane, and they just gave another kill towards Chickmate. And now they're 5-0. they're really good at punishing mistakes. This is a characteristic that is unique to Chickmate only. They're really stable already in the way that they perform and they play, but they're so damn good in punishing.
And now shoving them away from objectives. We only have around 13 seconds left till the second DR is spawning. I like the way that Timelapse is just overall rotating, even on the enemy side already, creating that pressure, especially nearby when the DR is spawning. And right now, I think it's going to be an easy take coming from CKT to get this second dragon. But in top side, I think we have a plan here coming from ACF as they get the one tower down, but it's changed for a dragon.
Yeah. Wala si Baron threat dito sa side ng ACF eh.
Yeah, they can.
Checkmate parang, okay, punta kayo dyan sa Baron, okay lang. Alam namin hindi nyo naman kaya tapos yan eh. If ever na mag-decide kayo na i-close out etong Baron eh, maaabutan at maaabutan namin kayo. Grabe, sobrang
mahirap.
Sobrang aggressive ni Timelapse.
Yeah, very aggressive, yeah.
Kasi tinan yung gold din na hinawakan nyo. Ay, gold na hinawakan niya alone.
4,000 man.
11,700.
He's the only one with double digits actually.
Yeah.
4,000 kalamangan niya kay Pits pa lang. Ganon katindi. And 3 items na rin. Oh my God, this Lee Sin can 100-0 anyone.
Kahit si J4. Yeah, and that's the problem of J4 eh. Once na nag-go in siya, hindi na siya makakalabas if playing from behind. J4 is one of those champions na parang kapag ahead kayo, sobrang lakas, pero once na behind kayo, parang biglang iba yung power spike ng champion na to.
Natutuwa nga ako dito, just a minor thing lang naman. Yung sa name sa ngayon ng Checkmate, naka-format na yun sa kanila. Wala rin yung Taki or Rocks TV lang,
Timelapse
naka
na lang,
CKT, then yung IGN na nila.
So right now, ACF was trying to get Timelapse down there.
It is Mike.
But they do have the position already. We have here maybe a possible Baron, but we do have the Jack still on the way to the Baron.
Timelapse?
So nice play again from Timelapse, getting people low from Team ACF. And we have the TP. We have the Jacks already, but again, the pressure that they're creating in here, okay.
The bait?
Almost the bait, but again, Disaster getting so low already. In the middle of the clash, we have the Garen. Again, the Zillion ultimate key, but it's going to be the Jacks going down. It's going to be a 4v5 right now. It's going to be a good opportunity for CKT to get this Baron.
Yes, Spells is down. No more Cataclysm for Pits as well. They have no way to enter. And they're still just setting traps.
They trying to get a lot of damage coming in from the area and Israel, but again, that tankiness, but like, they are not done. They still have a jungler, still have a chance to get that Baron. Baron getting solo already will be secured by the Lee Sin CKT.
Yeah, it's free Baron for Checkmate. Clean execution, clean game so far. Almost a perfect game, in fact. If they haven't lost their top lane tower, it would have been so far a very, very perfectly executed game. Baron uncontested, and now Gold keeps on ballooning as well. Timelapse invading, and there's nothing that AC Faithful Boys can actually do.
Yeah, 8K gold lead. Hinawa din na side ng Chickmate. Actually, gusto ko yung contest doon na side ng AC Faithful Boys. Unfortunately, ang laki lang talaga ng gold din na hinahawakan ng Team Chickmate, no? They managed to like chunk down a lot of health dito na side ng Team Chickmate before they start that Baron. Kaso, I mean, lamang sa item, lamang sa damage, lamang sa level. Basically,
I'm gonna play
what
again.
Is that damage, bro?
I mean, you can feel the gold lead there of that damage coming from Timelapse. And it's going to be a sure push again in the mid lane for CKT. That is just one ult. You see that damage from Timelapse, and I think he's not done yet.
Well, the Dragon is enraged, and the rage is called upon the members of AC Faithful Boys. Now they're just opening the base of AC Faithful Boys. All 3 inhibitor towers just taken out simultaneously.
I think a few moments from now, they are trying to get this job done for CKT. They are on a huge momentum that you have to really get into that position, but they are finishing the game. Tower lock a bit, the area going down as well, and it's going to be the ending moment. Game 1 will go to CKT.
In a clean and dominating fashion as well, Checkmate lands the mark against AC Faithful Boys, and man, to think that they have been very, very humble, simple, and chill in the interviews. But man, it's always through the actions that they deliver how strong their message is.
Yeah.